I am Geoffrey in Rusichi Total War, a mod for Medieval 2 Total War, and I am using a revamped AI which I have placed in Total War Center of the Rusichi sub-forum. We are some 76 turns into the campaign. A young general, Igor Iosifok, has been adopted into the royal family. Our Council of Nobles has set Chutuf Kala, a Cuman castle in the Crimean Peninsula, as our next target. The Kingdom of Denmark has allied with Poland, both of them allies of ours. The Grand Duchy of Lithuania has been destroyed by the Grand Duchy of Novgorod. Our relations with the Byzantines are very good, especially after sending over some priests to win back to Christianity the populace of Asia Minor. A spy of ours has been sent to foment a little bit of civil unrest in Nicaea. First, he has to sneak past the guard into the city. He had an idea. Some of these animated cutscenes are amazing.
Moving in unseen, my lord.
So, Nikita Sokokia has made it into Nicaea in one piece and has improved his subterfuge skill. We also have a spy already in Chutuf Kala who sends us news that the castle is only defended by 3 companies of Cuman archers. A second spy tries to get in. Unfortunately, that guard made some funny noises while he was being strangulated, and his mates heard him, so our spy was apprehended and he was slain. It's a terrible job being a spy. Back to our king, Vladimir the Just, who is now on his way to conquer Chutuf Kala.
Your orders, noble one.
Close behind him is the heir. Samson, in the village of Kievan, the capital of Cumania.
Name thy enemy, lord.
The rather dreadful Onania of Randonej, with a very formidable body of infantry, is following close behind. They have left Zavid of Lyubich and Nushi with a small, very basic garrison. Kozma of Suzdal is bringing up reinforcements. Our king is clearly expecting the Cumans to give us trouble. Here are all our generals. Zachariah of Suzdal, our capable general and governor, currently in Kremenech. Here are all our other generals and our heir, Samson, currently in Kievan. Our emissary to Hungary has offered attacks on the Cumans and rebels that has pleased the Hungarians. The Seljuks have offered us an alliance, but this would hurt our standing with the Byzantines, who are our allies, so the offer was rejected. Novgorod has gone to war with Poland, both of whom are our allies. The AI is making things difficult. We choose to stay allies with Poland since we need to attack Novgorod at some point. Our alliance with Novgorod is in tatters. Druzina are being recruited in Kiev. Kievan now has a small Orthodox church. Our king puts Chutuf Kala under siege.
With God's blessing and yours, we march to battle. God bless us in this siege, my lord.
There is only a small garrison of 3 archer units. Our spies are ready to open the gates. We have vast numerical superiority, so I will not play out this battle. The battle is auto-resolved. A very clear victory. The AI did not realize we were besieging a castle.
Mercy. Blessed Lord, we thank you for delivering us. Our courage has prevailed. These lands are yours, my lord.
Chutuf Kala is sacked. And here is the situation with alliances. We are down to 3 allies: Denmark, Poland and the Bulgars. A heretic is preaching near Nicaea. Our priest Timofey of Visgorod takes care of him. The blasphemer Dorotei Gruz is apparently executed by the Turkish authorities. Timofey of Visgorod is now an enemy of heretics. We have now an order from the Council of Nobles to keep continuing southwards to take Korchev in the Crimea. There is Korchev marked out. Unfortunately, we would have to cross through Byzantine territory to get there, and we have no military access, so this is not going to happen. Apologies to the Council of Nobles. If they can make our men fly, we can get Korchev, if they want it so badly. Kiev now has a militia drill square, and the castle of Chutuf Kala has been repaired. We are topping the charts in every rating that matters. More free fighters and senior militia are recruited in and around Kiev. A mustering hall has been constructed in Nusi. Our diplomat returns to Poland with new offers of all sorts. Note from the minimap in the lower left-hand corner that Hungary is making inroads into Poland. They are at war with each other. We are in the year 1198, still the top faction. I will go quickly through the next few turns because something interesting has happened. Hungary has won the campaign in game turn 80. The Russian factions need a minimum of 30 settlements in the short campaign and need to destroy the other 2 Russian factions to win. Among them, the Russian factions have some 90 settlements, if not more, so all these must probably come under the human player's control for the human player to win. But non-Russian factions only need to capture 30 settlements and they win. Now, considering that Hungary starts with some 25 settlements, that is not too difficult to happen. It captures a few villages and it's over. And if it was not Hungary, it would have been another non-player faction. It's practically guaranteed. It is also not possible to check what the other faction's victory conditions are in your first Rusichi campaign, since they are not playable. So this kind of thing seems like a bad joke about players wanting to play a short campaign. So here are the 2 factions, Kiev and Hungary. Kiev is way ahead, but Hungary wins. There was not even a warning, nothing. There's something that eluded the modder's attention in every mod. Maybe I will edit the victory conditions and add this to my AI submod. However, this change would not be save game compatible. You would have to start a new campaign. So rather than starting a new campaign, which I wouldn't do, I went back to a saved game 2 turns earlier after this happened, and I need now to rethink the next 2 game turns. Even if we bought a settlement of Hungary, they could easily get another one from Poland and win, so there seemed to be no option but to go to war with them, which will hurt our faction's reputation as they are our allies. So our diplomats prepared everyone for that eventuality so that the damage to our reputation could be minimized. Vladimir Suzdal are okay with this, as is Poland. Everyone else was also notified. Yaropolk of Pol is getting married. Recruitment of all sorts goes on. We are on a war footing. Marriage celebrations. Pereyaslav now has royal hayfields. We are still the top faction. Our ambassador to Hungary asks, that they sell as Krakow that they took from Poland.
This proposal is of little interest.
They don't like an offer but haggle for more, and we agree.
Glad we could reach an agreement. Well, that seemed fruitful. Farewell.
So here is Krakow, surrounded by villages that have also been taken by the Hungarians. Our very capable General Zachary of Suzdal is heading over to take charge of the affairs of Krakow. The villagers of Kievan are rioting. There is a new recruitment drive now that in addition to being at war with the Cumans, we will be going to war also with Hungary. Military buildings are built everywhere. As some people die, others are being born. Our profits are going down as more money is being spent on recruiting units. Samson, our heir, has marched off further into Cuman land to attack another one of their castles. The Cumans have a strong garrison here with cavalry, many archers, and some woodmen, commanded by a general called Geoffrey of Anam. To battle and glory, then.
Those swine vex me. I would not have them live a moment longer unless it be in a screaming pain. To arms, then!
General's pre-battle speeches are short and punchy in this mode. As we're about to march into battle, we can admire these beautiful Rusichi units. These are horse archers of Kiev Principality. So here's our army. They're moving nearer to the walls
Onward!
of Shah Rukh Khan. Here is our glorious heir. Here are again those wonderful looking horse archers. You just can't have enough of these wonderful Rusichi units. Here's another look at the militia moving towards the wall. We have chosen a rainy day to attack the Cumans since they are strong in archers, and despite the rain they've managed to set one of our siege rams and find a fire, and a second siege ram catches fire. Both our siege rams here have been destroyed in the flick of an eyelid.
Siege towers have reached the walls. Now the butcher's work begins.
Over here we have a third siege ram. It goes towards one of the other gates, and they have nobody on the side, so nobody is firing the siege ram, so it manages to get to the gate in one piece rather than in cinders. And in the meantime you can see there's also a siege tower that has latched onto one of the walls.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Siege ram here goes into action. Here are the Cuman archers on the walls, and our Druzina are about to come out of that siege tower. The Cumans have brought also some woodmen here, and our Druzina are now jumping out. This is another siege ram further down. More Druzina are coming out of this one.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Our siege ram has broken through the gate, and our men are now pouring in. The enemy general is here. He is trying to contain the units coming in. They also have some archers who've drawn out their swords and they're fighting now in melee. The Cuman general looks like a Mongol general. Amazing looking skins. Here are our men. We have some senior spear militia. The enemy has brought some woodmen over here. And here's the fighting on the walls. We have some junior militia here armed with axes and warm hats. And they're fighting some Cuman archers, also armed with swords and warm hats. They're on the losing side. Our men are doing better, but the Cuman archers look nicer. And here are our senior dismounted Druzina. They are fighting the walls. These men are very hard to beat. So the Druzina were freehold owners, like the Byzantine Pronia, a very similar system. That unfortunate Cuman archer was stabbed to death. These Cumans here are looking for someone to shoot at. They are ignoring the Druzina who are next to them. And here's again the enemy general. We have some senior militia here. They have ganged up on the enemy general. They are spearmen, so they stand a very good chance of killing him. Some of them have a very small breastplate. Very interesting piece of equipment. So here's the enemy general's bodyguard, and here's the enemy general right in front of us.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Back to the fighting on the walls. The senior Druzina, the dismounted senior Druzina, are massacring the enemy archers. Here's the situation on the map. Let's speed it up a little bit. We are winning. The Cuban archers have decided to fight with their bows and arrows rather than with their swords, and they are firing arrows, literally fire arrows, at our Druzina, but our Druzina are very well protected with their large shields. Here is some fighting between woodmen on both sides. We have some Kiev woodmen and they are fighting some Cuman woodmen. And over here the Druzina are fighting off the Cuman archers. There seems to be a little bit of apprehension there between the opponents.
Only half the enemy force remains.
There's more fighting here. This is our woodmen fighting their woodmen. It seems that the Cumans have taken back the gateway.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
So their general must be winning. These archers here have decided to retreat. Maybe they have been routed. So they're heading for the plaza. We have more men in the rear, that explains it. And there is still fighting on the walls.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory.
fighting of the walls is very convenient because we can get better close-up of the soldiers, so we can admire the beautiful unit models. So we've taken back the gateway, so their general must be having trouble. Here's beautiful animations, beautiful skins. One of the archers managed to kill one of our Drusina. That's very good. Well, not so good for us. And more Drusina here. These ones are shooting their arrows. They are junior Drusina. They're armed with arrows. Of course, I think they all had arrows. But like in the Byzantine army, the more junior people were used as lighter troops, sometimes as archers. The more senior veterans fought more often with melee weapons, hand-to-hand combat, as spearmen or lancers. So the Cumans are fighting on. Here they brought some heavy cavalry armed with maces. Here some light cavalry. Aldari, I do believe, that's what they are called, Aldari or Aldari. They are fighting for this gate, and we are fighting for it as well. We have some woodmen here. They're very good against cavalry, and they're being backed up by some militia. Here's their general. We're really fighting over these two gates. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. They are very hotly contested. One of the enemy cavalry units here has been routed. They are heading for the castle plaza. And they've left their general behind. He's only got a couple of bodyguards still with him. Here's their general, and he's being attacked by our general, our heir, Samson. Now he's made up his mind to abandon this fight. Only two of his bodyguards managed to escape with him. And our men are now getting closer and closer towards the heart of the castle. Here's again our general. He has been caught up and he is engaged in melee. He's been surrounded. He is fighting like a hero, but it looks like his fate is sealed. He's been left alone. He's been abandoned.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours. We are blessed. The enemy general is dead. We have sent the idiot to hell.
So the enemy general Gaiaki of Arnhem has been slain, and the battle is now practically won. Our men are celebrating, and we're moving closer and closer into the plaza. We have attacked here some of their archers. They have been fired at with arrows, and they've just got this one last man still standing. He's been charged by our general's bodyguard.
Our men have taken control of the castle. This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
So our kingdom's heir Samson has won this battle, but his way to victory was soaked in blood as he lost nearly half of his army. But sieges should be difficult anyway, and the lives of militia do not matter too much if you are not a militiaman. The dismounted senior Drusina, on the other hand, proved their worth in battle.
A most honorable victory, my noble lord! God be praised for blessing us with victory!
Shah Khan was sacked in the hope of reducing civil disorder, since kindness does not seem to pay with the Cumans. We will see how that pans out. No civil unrest for now. Samson has won his first battle. He is following in the footsteps of his all-conquering father. He is now a promising commander. The Cumans have been scattered, and their castle is now ours. Thank you for watching.